Let's talk about replayability. Replayability describes the potential a game has for continued playing value after the first completion. Some games are more replayable than others, but why is that? What makes a game replayable? The short answer is variety. The long answer, variety in how you can play or approach different situations in the game. Weapon variety, player classes or characters, so basically everything that can change from playthrough to playthrough. Of course, story-heavy RPGs with variety can be replayed, but at the end of the day you're not gonna experience something extraordinarily new. Let's take Persona 5 for instance. It's a great game and it has variety. In terms of different order in which you can interact with the world, or using characters you might not have used as much as the others. Nevertheless, it's gonna get stale. The dungeons don't change, the different weapons don't change the gameplay, and the dialogue is definitely not gonna change. Perfect for one playthrough, but that's enough for me. So, some of these aspects also apply to Dark Souls, so what makes it special? Let's look at some Souls games to find out. Dark Souls isn't a small franchise by any means, but still not everyone is familiar with it, so I'll start with the basics. In Dark Souls you run around a lot, obtain gear and upgrades, fight enemies and a lot of bosses, what seems to be without any rhyme or reason, at least if you're not familiar with the lore. But that's actually a good thing. If the game doesn't force-feed you its story, you're free to enjoy the gameplay without any interruptions. And the player is given a lot of freedom in how they approach different situations. There are no annoying quest markers or NPCs who tell you what to do. Well, there are, but they are often very cryptic, so you can just ignore them, or... you know... yeah. These aspects are worth a mint regarding replayability, and I can think of some examples that do these things in a completely wrong way. Especially Starbound. Why the fuck are you like this? So yeah, you run around a lot, in what seems like pretty linear levels. But wait, the levels are linear, yes. However, you can complete them out of order. You don't like the cathedral? Well, then you can come back later with better gear and breeze through it. As a matter of fact, the opposite is even more satisfying. Clearing out the difficult area with a low-leveled character is immensely rewarding. And it prepares you for when shit goes down and you get... yeah, well, exactly. See that sweaty idiot over there? That sweaty idiot over there isn't a normal sweaty idiot. That's another player, and he's here to ruin your day. But to be frank, that's one of the best features of this game, the online/multiplayer aspect. Why is it that we can play online multiplayer games over and over again? Games like Overwatch and Counter-Strike have the same basic aspects for replayability as Dark Souls. Relatively small maps, different weapons and classes allowing different playstyles. So why is it that some people can play these games for thousands upon thousands of hours? As I see it, it's the interactions with other players. A lot of different and unique situations can occur that way. It forces you to make quick decisions on the spot, like, oh no, the invader is coming my way, what should I do? Should I A. run away and try to cheese him? B. have an honest PvP battle? Or most likely C. should I keep summoning phantoms like a complete dickhead? And how will my opponent react? That is something unique to these encounters. The AI rarely reacts on the decisions you make, and when they do, it's never as complex as with another player. Sorry my friend, maybe in Elden Ring. Unlike Overwatch and Counter-Strike, Dark Souls doesn't have a focus on online play. You can complete the whole thing in offline mode and enjoy it just the same. Getting invaded happens by chance, and as a result always differs for each playthrough. So, to sum it up, having the option for co-op and PvP during the main adventure makes it way more enjoyable. Or more annoying, depending on your PvP skills. Either way, multiplayer always makes games more enjoyable. Even dog shit like Dinosaur Hunt. But perhaps you want a whole new experience or just a new challenge. My previous 3 animations all used Dark Souls 3 footage as their background. Because I'm too lazy to draw backgrounds. From Software never intended for the game to be used in this way. Their policy on mods and such make this very clear. All Souls games have some kind of online component, so it makes sense why it is what it is. And that's a shame, since mods can not only enhance the player experience, but also the replayability. But the good thing is that mods still exist for this game, and you can even play them online. Though I recommend playing them on a secondary account, since they can get you banned real fast. Mods. There are a lot of them, especially those that enhance the graphics or change the models or textures. However, there are also some that are more extensive. The Convergence and the Cinders mod are both overhaul mods, as in, they change the whole game. New enemies, new weapons, new ways to go through the game. Neat. Or you could play an item randomizer. These are available for a lot of games, and they really test your game knowledge.
Wait, Tetris?
But you know what puts a game above the rest in terms of replayability? Self-imposed challenges. I mean, that is the whole reason speedruns exist. To push your and the game's limits. And in the case of Dark Souls 3, the basic gameplay mechanics provide a lot of leeway since you are free to do what you want. Even the aforementioned Persona 5 offers a lot of this stuff. It's really fun to watch someone's skill take on these challenges. Anyway, here's a list to give you some examples. Let's see... 100% completion in the case of Dark Souls, the silver everything that can be earned in the game sometimes is 100% completion, using levels as few items as one such, sometimes no damage from getting through the game without receiving any damage, still to just go fast, not to be there. This game is possible. What's a lot? One of my favorite challenges is the Weak Ass Idiot Challenge we came up with. It's a challenge where you roleplay as yourself and you can only use skills and equipment you have in real life. Another great challenge run we also invented is the Ember Run. It's a semi-no death run designed for 2 players. And here are the rules. And oh man, fighting a cursed Greatwood was never so nerve-wracking. Anyway, those are the reasons that I find make this game highly replayable. But you know, it all depends on what you like. If you can play story-heavy games over and over again, well, good for you, I can't. Story, Come to think of it, wasn't there a game that used replayability as a story element?